wanted to just make this video. I've been wanting to make this video for the past couple days. Um, Y'all see where I'm sitting at? I'm sitting in I'm sitting in my corner. I like sitting in the corner. I like being in the corner. You know, that's just me. You know, um, I wanted to make a video. Like I said, I've been wanting to make a video on it for the past 2 days. And that is, I don't entertain myself. What I mean is that I don't entertain myself. Is that I don't get involved. You know, in other people's business. You see what I mean? Um, Usually with me, um, excuse me. Usually with me, I just mind my own business, stay in my own lane. Um, I just do me and all that stuff. Like I said before, I was telling you guys about my job and all that stuff and how people support me and all that stuff and people motivate me, and by me going to work every day, it makes me happy, and it makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel accepted and all that. Um, but there are some cons to it as well. Um, you know, some of the people who I work with, you know, a lot of the men, they really talk and brag about, how many girls that they had sex with, how many girls that they screwed, and all that stuff. That's all they talk about. That's all they talk about. But but me personally, I just don't pay any of that stuff no attention. I don't even entertain myself or get involved in those type of conversations. I came to do my job and get my work done, not to socialize and talk about females. You know what I mean? I do that when I'm off the clock. You see what I mean? Um, but for me, I work with I do work with a lot of people. Let's just say that. A lot of the guys there, they talk about how many girls that they had sex with, how many girls they've been with, and all that stuff. And I had one of the girls also at my job was talking about um, how her baby daddy's all in jail, and that she was a single mom and she got pregnant, and she also said that she messed with two or three dudes who've been in and out of jail. That just shows that women like those thugs and like those bad boys and all of that. But she was just talking. I'm just sitting there just listening to it. But she was having a conversation with one of the other guys at the workplace. But I'm just sitting there just listening to it. For me, I just keep quiet and I just listen. I just listen. And she was just talking about how all the dudes she messed with ain't no good. She talks about how her ex boyfriends cheated on her, and all that stuff. And the guys were talking about how many girls they've been with, and how many just like to talk, and brag about how many girls they had sex with, how many girls they screwed, and all that stuff. And the women, they want to talk about how many dudes they've been with, how many dudes ain't no good, oh yeah, she was messing with this guy who been in and out of jail, or she got pregnant by this dude and he who's in jail right now. I hear so many stories. you know I'm just speaking off the top of my head from what they were saying. I can't remember exactly word for word what they were saying. But like me personally, I'm just sitting there just listening to it. I'm just sitting there just listening to it, and I'm just shaking my head. You know what I mean? You know, I don't even, like I said, I don't entertain myself in those type of conversations, or get involved in those type of conversations. I came to do my work, get my job done, get my money, and go on about my business. you know. But I have to listen to that. Well, I don't have to listen to it. I sit there and I just listen to it, you know, because I listen to it and I learn from them not to make the mistakes that they make. You know, I just sit there and I just listen to it, you know, to learn not to do what they do. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, but that's what they do. You know, the men at my job, they always talk about how many girls they screwed, how many girls they had sex with, and talking about how they're a player and all that stuff. Um, you know, I don't listen to that stuff. I don't entertain myself. You know, and plus on top of that, these men have more of a hood type of attitude. You know, they have more. They're more thuggish, I guess you could say. These guys who want to brag and talk about how many girls they had sex with, how many girls they've been with, etc., etc. These guys are more thuggish, and the girls who want to talk about how many dudes they had sex with, or how they talk about how their boyfriend ain't no good, or their quote unquote baby daddy is no good, how he's in and out of jail, how he cheated on her, and all that stuff. That just shows that, you know, you like men who treat you like crap. You like them thugs. You like them bad boys. You like them gangsters. Those hood type of dudes, you know. And I just sit there and I just listen to it, you know. And I overheard one conversation, you know, another girl who works, you know, at my workplace. Another girl, she was talking about how she had sex with three dudes. She had sex with three dudes in 1 month. I mean, they be telling each other this, you know, and I'm sitting here and I'm just listening to it. I mean, a lot of my coworkers, they talk to each other and all that, and I'm just sitting there just listening to it. You know, I'm just quiet. I keep to myself. I mind my own business. I'm just sitting there just listening to all the conversations. And I just said to myself, I just shake my head, and sometimes that's why I say to myself, man, I'm just in a wrong generation. You know, sometimes I say that to myself. Um, yeah, yeah, she want to talk. Yeah, one one of the girls who I work want to talk about um, uh, how she has sex with three dudes in 1 month. 1 month, you know, more like 1 week. you know, um, but she said that how she had sex with three dudes and three different dudes in 1 month and all that stuff. I'm just standing there just listening to it, you know, getting my work done and all that stuff. And that's all I do is just shake my head, you know, but I don't entertain myself. I don't get involved in that. I came to get my work done. You know, people want to talk all that talk. They should do that on their lunch break or on their regular break. But you know, while I'm on the clock, I came to get my work done. You know, stay focused. But like I said, you know, I don't entertain myself in those type of conversations. You know, personally, I don't like hanging around. I don't like to. Me personally, I don't like to, you know, associate myself with people like that. I really don't like to hang around people like that, you know, because I work with a lot of men who want to brag and talk about how many girls they had sex with, how many girls they've been with, how many girls they've been in a relationship with, and they be telling me they be saying to each other how, yeah, I cheated on my girl, I be cheating on my girl and all that stuff. And I just shake my head, you know, I just shake my head, and all the girls want to talk about how, you know, how they boyfriend ain't no good, or their baby daddy ain't no good, or they boyfriend in and out of jail, and you know, and one of the girls got a kid by a dude who's in jail right now, and all that stuff. I'm like, I just shake my head. Ain't nothing but drama, 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 and more drama, and people like drama. You know, people like drama. You know, me personally, you know, I'm a little more different. I'm a little more conservative. I don't like drama. I really don't like drama. You know, you know, I really don't like drama. I don't entertain myself in those conversations. I don't get involved. I just get my work done. You know, I'm more the quiet. I'm very quiet. You know, I'm very quiet while I'm at work and all that. I'm very quiet. I stay to myself and everything. But if people talk to me or say something to me, I will speak to them, have a conversation with them. But other than that, I don't engage in other people's conversations. I just be quiet, mind my own business, and do my job. That's what I do. But yeah, of course, these both these men and women are around my age, and they talking like this and all that. And they will talk about, they just talk a lot of. They mostly talk about sex, relationships, and all that stuff and everything. Because if I listen to it, after a while, it can make me feel lonely sometimes. It can make me feel bad sometimes, but by me just staying focused on my job and doing my work and all that stuff, um, I don't pay no attention. I really don't pay no attention. I just sit there and I just listen to it. And like when people want to, like if I hear men talking like at work talking about like how many girls they had sex with, how many relationships they've been in, and all that stuff, and how talking about how they girl cheated on them and all that stuff, and the women they want to talk about how they boyfriend ain't no good, or I had talk about how they had a kid by one dude who's in and out of jail, or who's in a relationship right now with a guy who treats her like crap. I let it go one ear and out the other. I don't entertain myself, in those type of conversations. I just don't do that. I just came, like I said, I just came to get my work done and everything. You know, like I said, the dating scene and all of that, it isn't fair. Sometimes, like when I leave work and I just not just be thinking, having those thoughts, I say, all these people are in relationships, treating each other like crap and all that stuff. All these women who are in relationships with these guys who treat them like crap and all that stuff, and they just pass up, just a hard working, decent guy like myself, just sometimes, when I'm not at work and when I think about it, it makes me feel sad. It really makes me feel sad. But I learned to cope with it. I really feel that, those men who want to brag and talk about how many girls they had sex with, the guys at my workplace, when they want to talk about how many girls they had sex with and how many relationships they've been in, talking about how he got this girl pregnant and all that stuff. I despise people like that. I'll be honest. I really despise people like that who want to brag and talk about how many girls they had sex with, how many girls they've been with, and all that stuff. You know, I despise people like that. You know, I despise. Plus these guys, like I said, these guys are more thuggish. They're thugs. They have more of that bad boy and thug type of, you know, demeanor. They carry themselves that way, and I despise people like that. But they're grown men. I just let them do them, and I just do me. Let them talk. Let them get a whole bunch of girls pregnant. Let them be on child support and alimony, and same thing goes for these females. For women, you know, let them keep messing around with them thugs and bad boys. Let them keep getting treated like crap. Keep getting cheated on. Keep messing around with dudes who ain't no good, who cheat on you, who probably messing around, having sex, and screwing some other girl, and you want to claim that you love this guy, and you in a relationship with this guy, and he messing around screwing some other chick, and he don't care about you. But I just let it be. I just let it be. I just do my job, and I just get my work done. I just get my work done. But I have to, I hear that stuff every single day. When I go to work, I hear stuff like that. You know, They want to talk about how the girls want to talk about how their boyfriend ain't no good and all that stuff. How he's cheating on her, but you stay with him. You keep running back to him. You know, you stay with him. You keep running back to him. I don't understand that. And I have dudes. They tell each other, "Yeah, I be cheating on my girl. I be cheating on my girl." And all that stuff. I get tired. They be saying stuff like this. I get tired of the same pussy every day. I get tired of hitting the same pussy every day. They be saying stuff like this. They be talking like this. They really be talking like this. You know what I do? I just shake my head. I just shake my head, you know. And I get tired of hitting the same pussy every day. I might end up cheating on my girl. Well, you a grown man. You go ahead and make that choice. You grown. You make that choice. But remember, you are responsible for your own actions. You know, that's how I really see it. But I just like I said, I just stay back. I hear it all. I listen to it all, and I just get my work done. I just get my work done. I don't entertain myself. I don't get involved. I mind my own business. You know, I just mind my own business. And I just stay focused. I just get my money and mind my own business. Just make money. And you know, I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, if they want to have sex, you know, with a whole bunch of women, and get them pregnant and get ready for alimony and child support in the long run, that's on them. And these women want to keep messing around with these thugs and bad boys and keep getting cheated on and keep getting treated like crap, that's on them. You know, they're grown men and women. They're responsible for their own decisions that they make. While I'm just sitting back, you know, I'm just sitting back, you know, living true force loneliness, doing my job, getting my work done, making my money, and going about my business on my way towards being successful, I guess you could say. You know, every day I go to work, I have to hear that. Every day I go to work, I hear that. Talking about how many dudes they had sex with. You know, the women won't talk about how many dudes they had sex with, how many dudes that they screwed and all that stuff. I mean, I just sit there and I just listen to it. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. And one of the guys was saying, yeah, I always have been a player when it comes to attracting women. Ever since I was a teenager, I had no problems attracting women. You know, one of those thugs who I worked with was talking like that. You know, who knows? They could be lying. They could be just saying that to make themselves feel better about themselves by lying to somebody else. You know, who knows? But I just sit there and I just hear it. I just hear it. I just listen to it. You know, I be hearing stuff like that. You know, just it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. You know that women will settle for men who treat them bad, who treat them like crap. It's really sad. But you know what? That's on them. They are grown. You know, they are responsible for their own decisions. You know, but if they want to play games with me and all that stuff, I'll just hold you accountable. I'll just put you in your place because I'm not gonna put up with the BS. I'm not gonna put up with the BS anymore. You know, I came to do my job, get my work done. You know, and I look at his ass. For me, when it comes to getting into a relationship, if you're gonna be in a relationship with me, you know, I'm not gonna put up with A, B, C, and D. I'm just not gonna put up with it. You know, you violate A, B, C, or D, you gone. That's just how I see it. You gone. You just gone. you just gone. You know, that's just how I see it. You know, but it is what it is. Um, I really wanted to make this video. I really wanted to just say that and just get that off of my chest. You know, I really just wanted to just get that off of my chest. Like me, I'm a person. I'm very quiet and all that stuff. You know, I can be shy at times when it comes to talking to women, but I just stay to myself, stay in the corner, and just watch and listen. That's all I do. Just watch, listen, and chill. That's what I usually do. But other than that, you know, it is what it is. Um, People talk like that. People who I work with, I'll be honest, people who I work with do that. But like I said before in the previous video, they motivate me. They encourage me to do better and all that stuff. They believe in me. You know, well, not just them, probably just the management and all that stuff. The management motivates me. They are the only people who really, really accepted me, who really believed in me, who really underlooked me. That's why sometimes when I go to work, I feel good about myself. I feel accepted. I feel confident in myself when I go to work. But when I'm out of work, all them jokers talking about all that talk, how many girls they had been with, how many girls they had sex with, and the girls want to talk about how their boyfriend ain't no good, their boyfriend cheating on them, and all that stuff, and just make me feel some kind of way about myself. It really does. It really does. I'll be honest. It really makes me feel some kind of way about myself. But I just don't get it. I really just don't get it. But the management motivates me. The management motivates me to do better. They encourage me. They always believe in me. They never put me down. They always encourage me, and they accept me. I feel that's the only time I really actually feel accepted. You know, that's the only time I actually really feel accepted by something. But I just sit there. I just listen to people, to men and women talk about that crazy talk about relationships, and I just listen and learn. That's what I do. I just listen and learn. Like I said, I don't entertain myself. I don't. I don't. I just don't entertain myself. I just keep to myself, and I just learn and analyze. I will not be with somebody like that. I will not put up with somebody like that. Me, I'm a Virgo. That's my sign. I'm a Virgo. I tend to, think before I do stuff. I think before I do stuff. I make very wise, conservative decisions. I'm a conservative as well. I'm a conservative, not political conservative. What I mean by conservative, I mean by making life decisions. That's what I mean by being conservative and all that. But I'm a Virgo. I think before I do stuff. I'm a Virgo. That's what Virgos do. They think and they learn before they do stuff. They just don't go out and just make stupid mistakes. They learn from other people's mistakes. Team Virgo. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Y'all have a good night.